In day 10, we learned we have to be nice, not because they are, but because we are. If we want to perceive the world full of gardens, then we have to grow flowers, not cactus. It's day 11, and today's life lesson is become who you needed at your lowest. Think back to your toughest and darkest moments, the times when you felt lost, broken. Who helped you? Who was there for you? Maybe it's you who lifted yourself up, who inspired yourself, or maybe someone else did. Become that strong and tough person for yourself and for some others who might need it too. This is one story when I was in my high school. I used to sit with two service girls, and one day there was a program, and my male friend said to me, "If those girls leave you, you can come and sit with me." And just like he predicted, they didn't think about me. They went off on their own. So I went and sat with him. He was very helpful. He genuinely cared about me, and he even noticed how my other friends were. I used to do all notes, homeworks very quickly, and once one of the service girl asked me note, but I didn't have my copy with me. So I asked my male friend to send her, and he replied to me, "Why she is asking you? Why not her own friend? Now she needs you." That time I realized I can't let this friendship ruin. And I used to tell everything to my sister, and she told me, "Don't ruin it, okay?" When you don't have any expectations from anyone, but someone notices you and wants to make sure that you get help, that you don't feel lonely, those little efforts definitely make you happy. He just said some words like, "If you'll be alone, if they leave you, you can come and sit with me." Those small words became very precious for me. Even in lab, when I used to be too lazy, he used to say, "Do it, I do it. We have to give their practical exam too, so do it." He was always there for me whenever I needed someone. I know these stories are very simple because I live very simple life. Now, this is another story from the same high school. Later, a girl, let's say Nia, from another section joined our class. But she often get ignored and left out when days started to pass in class 12. Girls didn't used to like her and talk to her that much. But it was not like bully or anything, okay? They were kind of what to say, selfish or hanging out with only their friend unless they need other. They were that kind of people. But I used to talk to that girl and ask, "Did you eat or not? How are you?" Just casual or formal talk. She used to open up and tell me how lonely she feels, and I knew how everyone was. So I used to understand her. I used to talk to her from the beginning when everything was right for her. At the time, I thought maybe she was my angel, but later on, God had different plan for me. So I left those selfish calls and sat with a beautiful girl in class 12. She used to help me in class 11. She used to be with her friend, but once she got worried for me and went canteen with me. But we were not that much connected at that time in class 11. Later on, in class 12, I recognized that angel and realized my friend was right there. So I used to sit with my own friend, not with Nia. I used to talk to her every time I used to meet her. But it was not like, "Oh, I have my own friend, so I'm not going to give a damn about it." I used to talk to her. So I never thought it was a big deal that I was talking to her. I've always been someone who enjoys being alone, but can't stand seeing others feel alone. Even in school, when I used to see someone alone, I used to call them and include them. For me, talking to her, making her feel included was just natural. But for her, those little efforts, little conversations meant everything. I was shocked when she even wrote me a letter saying I was the only girl she would remember from our class in our high school. And she had her childhood male friends also with whom she used to go for lunch. But among girls, she would remember one person who tried to make her feel included during her tough days. That moment taught me something powerful. You have to become the person who helped you in your toughest moments so that you can be the one who help others in theirs. So whatever you are doing, even if it is less or more, everything matters. You take, you give. That's the cycle of life. So don't get afraid to give, lose, help others, spend money because one day it will come to you again. I know these stories are very simple, but they were like a cycle. That's why I mentioned them here. But don't live in that fantasy world, okay? Don't think like he was the perfect guy. Just hearing this one story. Don't get fooled. Once I lied him about my caste and one guy was teasing us. And he said to me, "You would like her." He said that to me because I belonged to that caste. But in reality, I was not. And he had lots of female friends from that caste. So He could talk to them, be friend with them, flirt with them, but still he could not accept them. I was disgusted by cheap mentality in this 21st century. And the regret is I couldn't even say anything to him. He was a brain rot person also. There is one story which is not that important, so I'll tell you later.